Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Invest in Africa Virtual Series 2026. And for our brand new project, Virtual Pre-Launch, we're super excited to have you. You are the special audience that we have today preceding our Actually Invest in Africa series kickstarting tomorrow with our very own Dr. Ned and several other speakers. Last year, we went on the Invest in Africa tour, taking this gospel of real estate, safe, profitable, flexible real estate, especially here in Nigeria's beautiful, or Africa's beautiful giant Nigeria, to 4 different countries, 3 continents, over 10 cities, back to back. And we went on this tour with our very reliable partners, including the prestigious Homes, Haven Homes, Xylos Group, Imperial Homes Mortgage Bank, and several other partners, and the testimonials have really been overwhelming. For us as an organization, it's not just about the numbers, it is more about number of successful handovers. It's not just about the number of projects that we churn out every year, it is the number of successful handovers, the number of clients who are happy, number of satisfied clients, especially our diaspora business, because a lot of those who live in the diaspora have had some gruesome experiences, and that has made a lot of them vow not to do business or do real estate here in Nigeria. But with the Invest in Africa tour, that has come to change, right? So we've been able to also create flexible financing options, from flexible payment plans to mortgages, including the MRIF mortgage loans. And it will interest you to know the number of MRIF diaspora transactions that were closed last year, and that's just to tell you that you who is still holding back to taking that decision, you are already missing out on that. So before we go ahead, I would also like to share this with you. Last year we did over 745 units in sales to our diaspora clients, one of the highest we've had in a really long time. And that's because we took these conversations to them. We showed them proof, what we have done over the years, the precedents that we have set in the industry, and how much their business and their interest is secure with us. So today we'll walk you through our new project, explain the opportunities clearly, and answer as many questions as you have for us. But before we do that, I'd like to do a little bit of housekeeping. So this session will be brief and focused. So please stay with us till the end. We're not going to be keeping here for too long. We're going to be unveiling the project that we have, the special offer for this year's Invest in Africa, the payment structures that we have pre-planned for it, and then of course the offer that we have for those who joined our wait list. Our wait list had been on for about 3 weeks or so to a month, and we've had several investors subscribe to that wait list. So you are getting your offer today. So please drop your questions in the chat box. I'm going to be looking through them to answer as many as I can. Drop your questions in the chat box on Zoom, on the live YouTube, or through this little link pinned on the chat, and we'll attend to as many of them as possible. But most importantly, please don't forget to subscribe to the Nedcom Oaks YouTube channel and turn on your notifications so that you don't get to miss out on any of the updates that come your way, right? So I have a 1-minute video that I'd like to share with you before we commence. So Tim, please, can you share the video with our audience? So before we unveil the project, I want to bring us back to why this conversation is utterly important. Last year, like I mentioned, the the conversations were taken directly to the investors wherever they are, different cities, more than 10 cities, and we thought these cities with our reliable partners. And I mentioned earlier that the feedback, the testimonials, the sign-on, we did over 745 units. That's to tell you how much, people were hungry to begin to bring their monies, their investments back home to Nigeria. So in every one of these cities, the same stories were told, repeated, to the same, this hungry crowd, the same stories. Investors had questions, we got all their questions answered, we cleared all their doubts, and those who were sitting on the fence finally decided to take the decision to come on this boat with us. And for the first time, the information came to them in the rooms where they had people who shared similar fears, similar doubts, and all of this were clarified to them. We had just 3 major projects that we took to the Invest in Africa Tour 2025. The first one is Citadel Oasis Ogombo, directly facing the Charterhouse School. And we launched the Phase 1 for the Invest in Africa Tour. And the second project was Capital Gardens, Idera, Phase 1 as well. And then the third project is Brom Heights 7, Lekki Foreshore. And I am so proud to announce to you all that all 3 projects have not just only been completed, they have been delivered and they have been handed over to all subscribers who have completed all obligations. And I expect to be getting claps and applause, in the comment section for that, because like they rightly had their fears. A lot of developers, probably have told stories, but we are a company who believes, who prides in under-promising but over-delivering, and this has reflected in everything that we have done in the past 2 decades. And so this year, our theme for the Invest in Africa Virtual Series is 1 year after, from predictions to performance, because we do not believe in just talk. We believe more in the actions, in the turnaround time, in the investments that you have plugged in, being able to begin to reap the capital appreciations, to see the return on investments, to see the communities completed and handed over. That is what we love to see here. A reflection of our decisions, our market trends, the wealth creation and opportunities that will unfold or be unlocked in the next 1 year is what this series promises to offer you all. Thought-provoking and game-changing conversations that would make you take the right decisions and join this train, this moving train of investors who are already jubilating, smiling to the bank, those who are wanting to own their first homes, moving in, smiling, happy families. That's what all of this series is going to be telling you. So today's pre-launch is the practical side of these conversations. We're not just reflecting on the past, we're presenting the new opportunities for people who are ready to take the next step in their real estate investment journey. So I'd like to share this. The Citadel brand was born out of the challenge that we had as an organization following the outbreak of COVID-19 in 2019. I mean, COVID came, the first cure for COVID was go home, everyone go home. And that meant more power bonds, everyone was home. So schooling was from home, work was from home, everything was done from home. So power generation became a huge challenge. And because we offer 24 hours power service in our communities, it took a huge toll on the pockets of not just the residents, but us as an organization, because we love to keep our word. And so we began to think out of the box. What could we do to help manage this situation, to help our clients live better, meaningful life? And so that vision birthed the first fully solar-powered community here in Nigeria and arguably across Africa. And so Citadel Views since then has bet CVE 1.0, 1.0 Phase B, 2.0, Citadel Oasis, which was one of the major projects that we took to the Invest in Africa last year. And then this year it is betting another brand new project that I can't wait to share with you shortly. So we don't just, take our word. And this is me saying that I don't want you to just take our word. We've had several clients who have, left series of feedbacks which we could also share with you, their experiences, and most of them we share on our pages, their experiences, how they've been able to take this leap, take this decision, and the unforgettable experiences they experience, especially those who live in the diaspora when they come home for the festive seasons, living in the Citadel communities, what it has done for them. There's no place in Nigeria that promises 24 hours power, because our power situation in Nigeria is epileptic. But for all of our solar-powered communities, we rely not just on the grid, but we also rely off grid. So our communities are, and the residents are happy. And, so we have several feedbacks that we can share with you from our clients, and, to just help you begin this journey as well, right? So drum rolls, it is time to unveil the project of the year, right? The Invest in Africa project of the year. Are you guys ready to cue in? Are you ready? Team, are you ready? Do you have it on the screen now? I'd like to introduce to you Citadel Meadows. Citadel Meadows, I beg your pardon, Citadel Meadows, Citadel 1.0 Phase C. I remember mentioning Citadel 1.0. I mentioned Citadel 1.0 Phase 2 or Phase B. I mentioned Citadel 2.0. I had mentioned earlier our Invest in Africa project for 2025. One of our Invest in Africa projects for 2025 was Citadel Oasis. And for 2026, our first Invest in Africa project that we're bringing live to you is Citadel Meadows. I am very happy to introduce this brand new project to you. This project is just beside our Citadel 1.0 Phase 2 or Phase B. It is located in Sangotedo, just after the Lagos Business School, and it is 7 to 10 minutes drive to the new Lagos Calabar Coastal Road. So it is very accessible. From the Coastal Road, you can hit Eco Hotel or VI in about 15 to 18 minutes. So everywhere and anywhere is literally very accessible to you. And so now that we have introduced this project, I'd like to give you a bit more details. I know a lot of people who had joined the wait list had been expecting the pricing, the flexible payment options. I mean, for us, it's not just about building the homes. We're also very much particularly interested in how we make these homes affordable or maybe accessible, more like it's more accessible to our clients, especially those who want to be able to pay by themselves and not, you know, through mortgage options or facilities. So we have created different plans, longer payment plans, because we really have you in mind and we want you to be able to do this in the next 12 to 24 months to settle yourself and settle your family into your brand new home. So we have different house types, from 2-bedroom apartments, 2-bedroom terrace rather, to 3-bedroom terrace, to 4 bedrooms. And we have flexible plan for 1 to 3 months, 10% deposit, as displayed on your screen. And for those who want to pay cash, you get to enjoy a 12% off, right? So all of this data and all of this information will be made available to you through any of our representatives. We also have the, so this is the 12-month plan. We have the 15 months plan. We have the 18 months plan. And, you know, we have, you know, flexible initial deposit options. So you don't really need to break the bank to be able to key into any of these plans. We're making it as easy as possible. We're making it as flexible as possible. We're making it as, you know, we're really trying to handhold all of our clients, because really, like I said, it's not just about building homes. It's about, you know, the customers, how we make it easy for them, how we make our clients happy, the kinds of feedback that we receive at the end of the day, how we make it accessible to you. That's the top priority for us as an organization. Okay, so we have 12 months, 18 months, 15 months plans, and like I said earlier, all of this would be made available to you, and you can contact any of our reps via our social media pages, or you know, send us an email. But we're going to leave all of our contacts in the comment section, so phone numbers, IG address, whatever information you need, we'll leave them on the screen so you can access that. Okay, so I'd like to also announce the special offer for the Invest in Africa. So all of what you have seen are the original prices and the payment options available to them. So for the Invest in Africa virtual series this year, we're giving a 5% off on all house types, and this is valid from now till the 31st of August 2026. So if you subscribe to any of these house types, you get to enjoy a 5% discount. And then for those who joined our wait list, who registered their interest on our wait list, you get to enjoy a 6% discount on any of the house types. Whether you're paying for a 12 months plan or paying with the 15 or 18 months plan, you get to, as long as you registered and you are you had signified your interest on our wait list, you get to enjoy a 6% off. One thing we've learned from experience is that flexibility matters just as much as the price, right? So we have one more video that I'd like to share with you before we wrap up things. So Tim, please, could you help me cue that? Are you guys ready? Whilst we wait for them, can we drop our questions? Can we drop the questions in the chat box? I'll do my best to attend to as many as possible. So I'm trying to access the questions. Team, are you ready? I am so glad, to have all of you logged on here today. Thank you so much for joining in the conversations. Thank you for Oh, they said mute the person who is interrupting. Okay. What location is Phase C? I already mentioned that. Citadel Meadows Phase C is just right next to Citadel 1.0 Phase 2. It is located in Sangotedo, just after Lagos Business School, okay? Do we have questions on YouTube? I'm not able to see that here. So team, can you type in contact details? I mean, I would leave the wait list open today till midnight today. So if you still want to join the wait list and be able to enjoy 6% of our Citadel Meadows offer, our special Invest in Africa offer, I would leave for the fact that you are logged on here today, we'll leave it open to you from now till midnight today, and you'll be able to enjoy the wait list offer. So team, please can you drop details so that they can drop your phone numbers so they can join. Okay, so I felt that was very important to share that video. I talked about the 3 major projects we took to the Invest in Africa tour last year, and someone will be wondering, so you talked about these projects, what do we know about them? You mentioned that they are delivered. I needed to show you proof. So in that video was Citadel Oasis, in that video was Brom Heights, in that video was Capital Gardens. They were all just at the beginning stage last year when we hosted the Invest in Africa tour. And today, like I said, all the projects, all the phase 1 of each of those projects have been delivered, fully delivered, and keys have been handed over to all of the residents or all of the subscribers, I beg your pardon, who have completed their obligation. So I have a few questions here. Someone is asking, when is the delivery date? So typically we deliver between 12 to 15 months. So right now infrastructure work is going on. We're looking to start off sometime in August, first weeks in August to start up construction. And so by August next year, we should be rounding off to deliver and hand over keys to customers, okay? Okay, so I think someone asked also on YouTube, do we have 4-bedroom semi-detached duplex? Yes, on the flyer that was displayed on the screen, if you were paying attention, you would have seen it there. There's a 4-bedroom semi-detached duplex with BQ, and we have different prices for the different payment options. The 5% discount is running till August 31st, from today till August 31st. And the wait list offer is also running from today till August 31st. So after August 31st, we'll return to our original prices. So if you joined our wait list, you enjoy a 6% discount, and you have between now and 31st of August. So if you are on that list, you can contact any of our reps. They've dropped their phone numbers. So we have Andrea, we have Asai, we have Anita, we have Miracle on the chat box on Zoom. So you can, and then I want to believe they're also dropping on YouTube. Okay, so you can reach out to any of them. Someone is asking about flooding. I mean, for all of our projects, we can boldly tell you here that infrastructure work, and I think I mentioned that a couple of seconds ago, that infrastructure work precedes whatever foundation that we want to start. So right now, infrastructure work is already ongoing. And so you don't have anything to worry about. There's no altar of flood in our communities, okay? Is it possible to see videos of how the structure will be? So we can, if you are around, we can book an inspection. You can contact any of my teammates in the chat box. We can book an inspection so you can see a couple of other of our projects, see what we have done over time. I don't believe in stories. We do not believe in stories. We have several projects that you can see and, you know, begin to immerse yourself in our communities, experience what it is that we have been delivering over time, and then that would help facilitate your decision-taking process, okay? And yes, we can share videos. So if you contact any of our reps, I mentioned earlier, Andrea, Osai, Miracle, Anita, they are all in the chat box. They would be able to share multiple videos of all of, you know, our projects, and you can see firsthand what we have done over time. Okay, what's the delivery date? I mentioned again, our project timeline is 12 to 15 months, okay? Thanks for 12 to 24 months plan, as some of us do not take. Well, it is technically 12 to 18 months plan, not 24 months, but yes, and that's why, like I said earlier, it's not just about building homes for us, it's about making it accessible to you, our dear customers or our dear clients. Someone is asking, can we have one? Building planners, yes, for sure. Andrea and co can share whatever details that you require. No, it is one offer. You can't enjoy both Invest in Africa and waitlist. So waitlist is 6% and extra 1% more, okay? So if you're on the waitlist, you are getting a 6% off. If you are not on the waitlist, you're getting a 5% off. Can we see 3D pictures and videos? Andrea and my teammates can avail you that if you do contact them. Or you can leave us your contacts, please. Leave us your contact, and my team will do well to contact you. Unfortunately, we're not able to do 24 months. We want to be able to deliver to you. We don't want to tell you stories. So we do what is, you know, feasible for us and for you, okay? I mean, but there are other options that we can proffer to you. There are other options that we can push forward to you when we do engage you in conversation. So reach out to members of my team, okay? Is a payment plan interest-free for 12 months? Yes. 0 to 3 months and 12 months? Yes. But for 15 months and 18 months, the prices are different. Okay, so yes, thank you, Chike. Thank you for dropping your phone number. Someone in my team will reach out to you and they will share whatever details can make this, facilitate this decision making process for you. Mortgage, we have mortgage partners. Please join tomorrow. I already mentioned that we have fantastic speakers, and some of our speakers are professionals in the mortgage industry. We have the MD of Imperial Homes Mortgage Bank joining us as well, and all of your mortgage questions, you know, we can answer during the proper Invest in Africa that kicks off from tomorrow. Okay, so if you want to do a mortgage, and then of course we still have access to MRIF. And so some of the banks who still have access to MRIF, we can facilitate that for you. Okay. Initial deposits is 10%, 15%, 20%, depending on the plan that you're going for. Okay. So I think that's about it. Do we have any other question left on YouTube before we wrap up? I mentioned that this was going to be very quick, so you should stay with me. I want to thank every one of you for staying with us through the course of the session. Let me see, can I access YouTube? So we're bringing the session to a close now, if we do not have any more questions. Do you have any question on YouTube? I'll go to my last page. Okay, 4 bedroom. Yes, I have answered that. Are we enjoying both the best? I think I've answered all of this. Yeah. So as we bring this session to a close, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who joined us today. Thank you to our partners, all of our realtors who are on the call. Thank you to all of our clients. I want to call you clients because I want to believe that after this conversation, you're taking that decision already. So thank you so much for joining us for this special pre-launch and introduction of our Invest in Africa series 2026. Today we've introduced the new project and the opportunities that are available for you. We've walked you through the key details. I think I forgot to mention, for those who are already conversant with our communities, especially the Citadel communities, they are fully powered 24 hours, so they come with solar systems. Our communities are very friendly with inbuilt infrastructure and amenities, so you don't have to worry about road network, drainage system, water, clean water supply, children's play area, fitness, and then of course some other amenities are all built into our communities. So those are one of the major project attractions, and I felt that you needed to know that. Okay, so from tomorrow to the 2nd of August, we're going to be having the Invest in Africa conversations proper with our very own Dr. Kennedy Okonkwo, and you definitely do not want to miss out on this. And like I said earlier, you can still take the opportunity to join the wait list and enjoy the 6% offer from now till August 31st, okay? And members of my team will be there to share whatever details, answer whatever questions, and walk you through the process. And the last but not the least, please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, stay connected with us, and make sure you join and watch all of the series from tomorrow, 31st of July to 2nd of August. Wherever you are, we're coming to your city, UK, America, Canada, Europe, wherever you are, the Invest in Africa is coming to you. The virtual edition this year promises to be game-changing, and I do not want you to miss out on this opportunity. So stay tuned and see you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.